You pay your rent every single month. Your landlord collects it. 6 months later, the same landlord opts and sells the apartment, and the new owner is asking you to move out of the apartment. With no papers, no proof, do you even have a valid agreement? Let's talk about agreement by conduct. An agreement by conduct happens when two parties behave in a way that clearly shows they've made an agreement, even when there is no written or verbal contract. For instance, a tenant keeps paying rent and the landlord keeps accepting it. A freelancer starts working on a project after receiving clear instructions from the client, even though there is no official contract signed. Most people make the mistake of thinking that if it is not written down, then it is not legally binding. But that's not true. Courts usually look at the intention behind actions. For example, if you rent a place, pay rent consistently, and the landlord accepts it, you've likely established a lease, even without a lease agreement. By continuing to pay rent, you have demonstrated your intention to stay, and the landlord's continued acceptance has definitely created an implied contract. Although it depends on the jurisdiction, legally speaking, this is just as binding as a written contract. Here's what you should know. Agreement by conduct does not only apply to rental contract, it also applies to all kinds of contracts, especially business transactions. Here is my free advice to you. Always clarify contract terms upfront, but here is what you should know. Courts would normally prioritize fairness over formality. And also, it is important to know that agreements are not only about what you sign, they are also based on your actions. If you are a freelancer, tenant, or anyone dealing with agreements, know that your actions matter, know your rights, and protect yourself. So, do you have any questions about agreements? Drop them in the comments and let's discuss. And remember to share, subscribe, and follow, and I'll see you in the next one.